Hello, everybody. Welcome to One Drink, a podcast where we talk about one topic for one drink. I'm Matthew.
And I'm Oliver.
And today, we're going through the 90s.
Woo!
The 90s.
I love it.
So we did 60s, we did 70s, we did 80s. That was my kind of growing up. Now 90s.
It's my turn.
It's my turn.
And I'm pumped for this show. So, when Matt and I first came up with the idea to, kind of take it back for the first few episodes of season 4, we were really excited about it. But I have been waiting 4 weeks now for the 90s.
Yeah.
It's like 60, sweet, 3 more weeks. 70, sweet, 3 more weeks. Matt's going on vacation. Shit, gotta wait another week. But now, we're here, we're in the 90s.
Yep.
I am pumped.
How many flashbacks did you have?
All of them.
Oh, yeah.
Every single one. I relived my whole, from 3 to 13.
Yep.
I relived.
I was the same way, like, with the 80s.
Yeah.
There was so much.
Yeah.
Of course, we had to limit it, but
Yeah.
it was just like,
And, I got overwhelmed by things from the 90s that, I recognized and remembered and had a memory about.
Right.
And trying to dumb it down into, 10 things. Oh. Eventually, I was just like, fine, this one, done. And, I couldn't even go back to, my big list of things that I was pulling stuff off of.
You should have just...
Because I couldn't.
Them all.
No, because we'd be here till next year.
This is true.
Going over my whole life story. And let me tell you, some of the stuff I did in the 90s probably shouldn't be repeated on the internet.
Oh, boy.
That's why I'm glad. I was going to say I'm gladful. I'm grateful.
Okay.
And I am glad.
That's a...
Yeah, so I am gladful that some of the stuff that I did in the 90s isn't...
that was perfect.
Isn't on the
I'm just glad some of the stuff I did in the 90s wasn't recorded on a smartphone.
Yeah,
Same for you.
Because you're 9 years older than me, so it's...
Yeah.
When you were in the 90s, you were you were what, 12 to 22.
20, yeah.
Whoa.
So everything was in person.
Yeah.
There was no...
Right.
None of that. Yeah. All right, so let's get it started. You ready?
Yep.
1990, Beverly Hills 90210. Did you watch it?
No.
No?
No.
I figured everybody watched that show.
Sadly, I did not watch that show. I'll tell you what I did watch, though.
Oh.
Which was a 2000 show, but it was based off of 90210.
Yeah?
It was a show called The OC.
Never heard of it.
It was amazing.
Never. The OC? Is there any hot chicks in it? Gotta be.
Orange County, California.
Oh. Okay.
That's basically what the show was. Yeah.
I'll have to check that out.
It's a great show.
So yeah, Beverly Hills 90210 started in 1990. I watched it simply because of Kelly Taylor. I was like, oh my god, she's so hot, blah, blah, blah. And
Yep.
9 seasons later, I watched it right up to the finale.
Put that one under the guilty pleasures category.
Oh no.
Yep. That's definitely what the OC was for me, because it was essentially like a soap opera.
Yeah, that's all it was.
This was 90210 10 years later.
Okay.
Was the OC. So I feel that style.
You know what I'm talking
for sure.
about.
Yeah, 100%. All right. One of the biggest things in my memory was, so I feel like this was way earlier, 50s, 60s, was putting a baseball card on your bicycle tire.
Oh yeah.
Click, 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 as it's going
I'm
along.
a motorcycle dude.
Right, wrong. No, you're not. You're an asshole kid with a card on your shit. But us in the 90s, we were worse than that card noise, because we put those little beads on all of the spokes.
Yeah.
On the rim
I did that as well.
of the bicycle.
And they had neon ones.
Oh yeah. I had glow in the dark ones.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. But they were just so annoying, because you're just going along, just ding, 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 and then you stop and it's like ding, 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 ding.
Yep.
And you thought,
but the more you had,
the cooler it sounded.
Of course.
Oh yeah, I pissed off my whole neighborhood with those stupid things.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I do remember those. 91, the internet becomes available for commercial use. So everyone can use www.whatever the hell you want, .com. And then the lead singer of Queen, Freddie Mercury, died. That band was... I didn't listen to that band, but the Bohemian Rhapsody song is one of my favorites.
Yeah, I agree.
Just that.
Yep.
The whole thing.
Yep. All right, so in the 90s, handheld and mobile devices were taken off. From course. Handheld gaming consoles to cell phones. So everything's using batteries.
Yeah.
So one of the, I think, most brilliant ideas, but one of the most epic failures of the 90s was those little battery testers, right? So you got it was like the Energizer or the Duracell or whatever, and it had those two little points that you would touch, and you have to squeeze the shit out of them. I think that caused more pain in the 90s than any other single product ever invented.
I remember
because you'd just be...
Yeah.
And it was sometimes they would slip, you know what I mean? They'd slip out, you'd punch the table, or you'd hit your arm on something, or you'd fucking, you're like, fuck.
And the funny thing is every household had this because they didn't want that battery to die.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They were they're like, Daddy, the battery's dead.
Did you test it? No, I broke 8 of my fingers trying to. Can you do it? Boom! Ah!
Shit!
Get a new battery! And they were more expensive.
Oh,
stupid.
God.
I hated
so,
those.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'll never forget that. I forgot all about those until I started
doing research
on the 90s.
Yeah.
And I didn't even read the thing when I was scrolling through. I just saw the picture and I was like, oh, I remember batteries!
That thing. That's great. 92, Bill Clinton is elected as the president. You like him, hate him, whatever. The Mall of America opens in Minnesota. Never been there.
Dude.
You been there?
No. Do you know how big that thing is?
Yes, it's huge.
Do you know, by comparison, how big that thing is? You can fit 11 Yankee stadiums in that mall.
That's how big it is?
That's how big the entirety of the mall is.
So I went to the Syracuse
As
mall.
far as space goes.
Yeah. Wow.
11.
I didn't know that.
Huge.
So that's why it's the Mall of America.
Yeah. Massive.
Wow. And Euro Disney opened in France. I don't think I'll ever go to that one.
No.
But I've been to the one
I would like to go to France, though.
France would be sweet.
I'm not going to go there to watch Euro Disney, though.
No?
No.
It'd be different, right?
It'd be different. I wonder if they make movies specifically for France. Is it a Disney World full of Disney shit that we've never heard of? Or is it American Disney shit?
We're going to have to go and find out.
Maybe we could do a show on Disney. Just all Disney.
Oh, we're going to.
Yeah. So it'll be Disney movies, Disney theme parks.
That we've never
Yeah, we've never been to or are ever going to go to.
But
I just want to know if it's different shit than ours.
No, that's definitely a good point. I don't know.
Yeah. So, you brought up TV shows there in the beginning.
Yes.
I think one of the most popular and recognizable shows from the 90s that I really miss watching, because I used to watch it with my grandma all the time.
Yeah.
Supermarket Sweep.
Oh, wow.
Where they used to, they have the teams and they have to run through and get as many things with the...
I do. And it's funny you mentioned this because I believe the other night I was sitting on my chair and that show was on.
No way. Dude.
Yes, they re-brought it back.
That's awesome.
And they were just hustling through, the grocery store.
Yep.
So now... You pictured yourself doing this, right?
Every single time.
I did too.
Yeah.
So when I saw this show, I was like, I know the store I go to.
Yep.
I know it by heart.
Oh yeah.
I know exactly where. If I had, 2 minutes?
You go Calkins Road Wegmans, or you go?
I go Calkins.
Calkins. I prefer Calkins.
Yeah.
Jackie goes to
the mall.
The one across the street from the mall a lot. And I hate that one.
That one's not set up
I just don't hate it. I don't hate it. I just don't like it because it's not set up like Calkins is.
Right. So I know exactly. You give me 2 minutes.
Right. Bang, 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 bang.
So that 2 minutes I have, I know which side I'm going to go to.
Yep.
Where I have to go.
Yep.
But I would love to try that.
Yep. I would love that. Would be sweet. That would be sweet.
All right. So 1994. Nelson Mandela becomes the president of South Africa after being elected the country's first multiracial election. So it was open to everybody. Well, he deserved it anyways. He was a good leader anyways.
Yeah. He was also in prison for 27 years.
I know!
It's crazy.
He got out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, kudos to him. And then baseball went on strike for the whole year. I remember this. I played baseball when I was younger, but I'm not really a baseball fan, but when it went on strike,
right.
I was just
I mean, that's world news. You know what I mean?
I was like, damn.
Yeah. I remember that.
Baseball.
I remember that happening.
Yeah, right?
Yep. I didn't really care about it because I wasn't really
I didn't
old
either.
enough to actually care.
My team sucks anyway.
But,
all my teams suck.
Didn't your team do all right this year?
Oakland?
Yeah.
They did all right.
Yeah.
They did all right. But.
All right. So, one of my favorite things from the 90s is that computers were really coming into their own.
They're
there were
evolving.
more and more possibilities.
Hell
But for me, one of the best ways to waste time in computer class when I was a kid was playing solitaire.
Oh.
Windows 1995 solitaire. Where you got to pick your deck,
Yes.
right? And it was either like the fish or the beach or that like castle in the dark.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And then when you won, and you could make it you could make it go slow.
Oh yeah.
And be like boom, boom,
Hit
boom.
the options.
Or you can make it go fast and just game over.
Yep.
Yep.
Solitaire. I still play that to
Love
this
it.
day.
Yeah.
Same exact game.
Yeah. With the
Yeah, dude. It's just when I win, which is sometimes.
You draw 3 cards. Or you draw 1 card.
I
when
do
you
the
play.
one.
Yeah. So do I. It's way easier.
Yeah, it is. I tried to. I don't know. Sometimes I just want to win. Sometimes you know what I mean.
Want to make the card.
God damn. So 95. eBay.
Yeah.
Everybody's been on eBay.
Yep.
I've been on it a couple times. I lost a couple good bids where I thought I was in there.
Yep.
Got bid out. Now there's different options, obviously.
Yeah.
But when I do it, I'm always in the bidding.
Yep.
Ding 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 ding. You know what I mean? So yeah, eBay was founded in 1995.
I don't have the patience for the bidding.
And after a while, I've learned that, and I hate eBay.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And then Amazon came along. So
Oh no!
Amazon.
God.
When in the rare instances where Amazon doesn't have what I need,
Right.
or like the brand that I want is like sold out, or it's like back order, it's from some other whatever, then I'll go check eBay.
Really?
As like a last resort. Yeah.
I never go to eBay ever in my life.
See, eBay is still relevant.
It is?
Yeah, because the giant that Amazon is,
Yeah.
they stumble sometimes.
I mean, they don't have everything. You're right.
Correct. Yeah. Well, they do, because I don't think I've ever
True.
searched for something and it said item unavailable.
You're just like
Where like it's completely
You're
like it doesn't even exist on the site.
You're like screenshot or let me get a picture.
Right. There's a glitch in I found a glitch in the Matrix.
Wait a minute. I'm gonna sell this item.
Right. But yeah. So if it just happens to be unavailable, I'll just go to eBay.
Okay.
And then search for it, especially with like my computer parts and stuff like that.
True. Yeah.
So. But it's sketchy though because you never really know. Like when I buy it from Amazon, I know it's coming from Amazon.
Yeah.
And it will get to my house in 2 days.
True. eBay, you're depending
eBay,
on that person
who are you?
to send it.
Right. I mean, a lot of businesses, obviously sell their stuff through eBay.
Yeah.
But, you never really know who you're getting it from. You know what I mean?
And if you're really gonna get your item.
Right. Right. Yeah, so. But, cheers to you, eBay.
It blew up.
Yeah.
It was huge, 95.
Yeah.
And then, of course.
Till Amazon came and dropped their
Oh, yeah. They were like,
big stick on the
eBay?
table.
There's no eBay
Right.
anymore.
Got something for you, eBay. Get your heart out. All right, so this game I used to play all the time when I was a kid. I loved it. It was that Velcro pad
Oh, yes.
game. It was about this big.
Yeah.
It was just a circle with the crunchy part of the Velcro.
Yeah.
And then you got like a little, what looked like a tennis ball. And you just throw it.
Instead of a mitt, it
Yeah.
was just this.
It poof.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just poof.
Yeah.
I like it.
F.
I loved it.
We
I
played
loved
that.
stupid game.
We had games of baseball like in my yard with that.
Yep.
Instead of a mitt, we're like, let's play with this.
Yep.
Sold us.
Can you imagine if baseball died and like that replaced baseball?
Oof.
Was like stickball, but with Velcro.
And it was Nerf, I think, right? Wasn't it Nerf?
I'm sure that Nerf had some. Yeah, I had like an off-brand from like the dollar store or something
Yeah.
because the Nerf ones were expensive.
So 1996, the Summer Olympics were held in Atlanta, Georgia, right?
Yeah.
We were like so surprised,
Yeah.
but it was the the only thing about that is where the bomb in the parking lot. Do you remember that?
I remember that.
Yeah. So and that canceled the Olympics.
Yep.
You know, and we were like, oh my god, and all this crazy shit. But that's, I mean, I was graduating high school then, and that was big news. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah. No, I vaguely remember. I mean, I remember like my parents talking about it and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But I mean, I was still like 8.
Yep. And then Bill Clinton was elected for the second term.
Go Bill.
He was killing it.
Go
In
Monica.
the 90s.
Till they found Monica.
He was loving the 90s.
Yeah. Hillary wasn't.
I know.
Hillary wasn't. Bitch. So, of course, we talked about the most iconic haircut of all time, which came out of the 80s, which of course, is the mullet. But the most iconic haircut of the 90s.
Oh. If it wasn't the mullet in the 90s, like, I have no clue.
The bowl.
The bowl cut.
The bowl cut.
Wow.
And guess who rocked one?
You rocked it.
This guy.
I had to have rocked it. Well, mine...
You were probably still hanging out with the mullet, dude.
I mean, mine was like long on top, and I would shave like around my head, but it... You know what I mean? Could you imagine that? So like it was the bowl cut with a.
It's like a mullet bowl. A faded mullet bowl.
Yeah, so like it was just super long on top. I'd shave around my head and it would just dangle down.
So it was just party all over.
It was a party all over. I was like a mullet bowl cut mashup. It was stupid. So yeah, I had one of
We
those.
should bring that back. We should bring that back.
I mean, I will stop cutting the top of my head and I'll fade this up nicely, and then eventually get the ponytail. Yeah, guys,
that's gonna
the
look,
bun.
That's gonna look the man bun. That's gonna look so stupid until it's fully grown out.
Oh yeah.
So
it's gonna be
stupid.
everywhere. Like
so stupid.
Each week, it's just gonna be like my hair will be out to here, out to here, until I can slick it back. You know what I mean?
Welcome to the series finale. Of
Yes. Hell no. People that want to see the.
They won't. If you'd like to see that, comment down below. You have no comments on this video.
All right, so 97, the first Harry Potter books were published.
I love those books.
That's when, so the story about her is amazing.
Yeah.
She was poor. She had this idea. She made the books, the movies. She's
You know where they
billionaire.
originally came from? She wrote them as bedtime stories
Yes.
for her kids.
Right.
Yeah.
Then caught fire. I mean, she's a billionaire now.
Yeah.
Harry Potter's huge.
Multi
Still
billionaire.
huge.
Yeah.
You know? I never followed Harry Potter, but in 97 she published her first book, J.K. Rowling's, and then after that, and then the movies. The movies is what
Yeah.
catapulted.
See, I mean, I was 10 in 97, so when those books came out, I've read all of the books,
Yeah.
all the way through, probably close to 10 times.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't read any other book or series of books more times over
Than the Harry Potter.
books.
And I think she has like one of the biggest selling books like of all time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Good for her though.
Yeah, she's like short of like, the Bible.
Yeah. Good for her though. I mean, she was like literally poor.
Yeah.
Poor.
Yeah. Just
poor.
a mom
And she was just
trying
like,
to make it. Yep. Well, you made it, J.K. Rowling.
She made it. She stuck to her guns. Good.
Yeah. Fantastic though. Fantastic books for people of all ages. I mean,
Yeah.
I think most recently the most recent that I read those books was like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yep.
So, I mean, I've been reading them for 20 years.
Now, I don't know, did she start like a series afterwards, or is it just the Harry Potters and that's it? You know what I mean?
So, I know, like, movies and stuff came out afterwards. I don't know if she wrote anything else after that. But, I mean, the books ended.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, there was an end. Like, the end. I'm not writing
there
anymore.
Wasn't like a knockoff or a...
I don't know if she wrote anything. I'm pretty sure she wrote something else not related to Harry Potter.
Yeah.
But, no, she wrote the Harry Potter books and...
That was it.
That was it. Like,
nice.
You know, the last page was an ending, and that's it.
And you knew the ending.
The end.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
It ended just like the movie ended.
Okay.
So, the movie ended just like the book.
And that's the thing too, like with the movies, she was like the director. She was like this.
They were pretty good. The first 2 movies were closer to the books than the rest of them.
Yeah.
And it really actually sucked when
don't spoil it for everyone.
No, Richard Harris was the original actor selected to play Dumbledore.
Yeah.
He played in the first 2 movies. He actually refused the role at first, but then his grandkids found out that they wanted him to play Dumbledore, and he refused it, and so they pestered him until he accepted the shot. He passed away after the second movie was done filming, and they got Michael Gambon to come in and play Dumbledore, and I hated what they did with his character.
It wasn't the same.
No.
Yeah.
Because how I pictured Dumbledore, the 12 years I read the books, was exactly like Richard Harris.
Right, and so when you switch it...
So when they switch actors, they made them look totally different, like they changed... Anyways, I'm going to go on a rant about that.
It wasn't the same.
It wasn't the same. It wasn't the same.
There you go.
He did a fine job in the movies, but it just wasn't the same.
Yeah. That sucks.
Yeah. Is it my turn?
It is your turn.
We got off topic on that one. Okay, so...
The grin already is there.
One of the greatest joys in the 90s was going with your mom or your dad to Blockbuster.
Let me get that sip down.
Getting the movie, walking through the aisles, seeing the new releases, seeing what they got stocked on the shelves.
Oh my God, I know. People are like wondering what's so funny.
Well, in Oregon, there's this lady at the last Blockbuster. She stocks the shelves.
Oh, man.
Go back and watch bloopers from season 2 to get this one.
Every time I think of Blockbuster,
yeah,
I think of that lady stocking the shelves. Like, I know they sold this and that and whatever, but I hear Blockbuster, I hear stocking.
She stocked the shelves.
So dumb.
No, but I loved.
Oh, it was great.
Going to Blockbuster.
It was perfect. It was even perfect for like date night. You know what I mean? You're like, come on over. We'll go to Blockbuster.
Yep.
Pick whatever you want.
Yep. And it was like an adventure too. You know what I mean? Because they had like the gumball machine. So my dad grabbed me a gumball and we'd go through and we'd check out the big Blockbuster hits.
Yeah, that one section, new releases.
Yeah, which was almost always empty.
Yeah.
And then you'd go and check out like the ones that were only like $1 or like 50 cents or whatever. That section in the middle with the older movies. Get some good classics coming out of that one, and
and it was always great too because like when you went there, you're on a date or whatever, and let's get this movie. Oh, it's out. Oh, let's get that. Oh, it's out.
Yeah, and you could almost tell because they had those little signs behind all of the tapes.
Yeah,
because it's VHS tapes now. We're talking. Yep.
So, like, you went there intending to get the coolest movie?
Yeah.
Not happening.
No.
You come out with, like, Bambi.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
We got
or
Bambi.
Instead of, like, Back to the Future, you'd be there with... Or no, that was the 80s. Whatever.
Yeah.
You'd end up with the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, Transporter 2.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Well, we haven't seen 1. Well, they didn't have 1.
Right, so we got to get the second one. That's what was always great about Blockbuster.
Yep.
And then you're always like, so when's it coming back? Well, it's due back like tomorrow.
Yeah, it's supposed to be back tomorrow by 6.
Never is.
Those ladies were always so mad at Blockbuster too. The employees there, they hated their lives.
I used to know a manager there.
Had that bank of like rewinders.
Yes. She's like, do you want to get a job here? I was like, yeah, no. I was like, I don't. I was like, you got Madden? No. So when's it coming back? I was like, I want to try that new Madden game out. All right, so 1998. Google. Hello, Google. Introduced to the world.
This, just the staple for everything.
Everything. So,
everything.
If you have anything in your mind you want to ask, Google it, right?
Yeah. Well, it's become like a term now.
It is a term.
Well, why don't you just Google it?
Yep.
It's not like, well, why don't you look it up? Because nobody says, well, why don't you just look up the answer?
Before, yeah.
Why don't you just Google it now?
Yeah.
But can you imagine though then?
In the 90s.
Right. When it was
early 2000s.
When it was first like, what?
And no one ever used it then.
Google?
You know what I mean? Back then it was just like, oh, you know, whatever, this and that. Technology wasn't as easy as it was,
right.
You know what I mean? But once it caught on, it caught fire and it was like, oh, I don't have to ask you.
Right. I'll just ask Google.
Oh, wait. What's the answer to?
Google it. Google it. I don't know what I would do without Google.
I mean,
or without a search engine like Google.
Yeah.
You know, and I damn sure ain't using Bing.
And this is the thing. I don't know everything, but when you type it into Google, it's there.
Yeah.
Bing, dong, dong, and it takes you to wherever you want. And the thing I don't get is like people on some social media, they're like, so, you know, as their post, they'll be like, so what's the blah, 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 you know? Google it.
Google it.
You didn't even have to put that post. Just Google it.
I hate
and
it.
you would have found it. You know what I mean?
Hate it when people do stupid shit like that.
And every time I see that, under every comment, I don't care who you are or what it is, I'm just like, Google.
Yeah.
Google.
Well,
Google.
I saw. This pissed me off so bad yesterday, and it's so funny that you're bringing this up now, because I was literally fuming over it yesterday. So I saw a post. Somebody was taking a road trip, and they had a screenshot of their Google Maps route, right? So it was the 3 routes, right?
Yeah.
And they were like, hey guys, you know, it was in like a beer related group. So they were like, hey guys, anybody, can anybody recommend any breweries along this route?
Mm-hmm.
And this person is using Google Maps. Google Maps.
That's what I'm saying.
And I really, it took everything in me not to just reply, search breweries along route.
That's all you gotta do.
It's the button in the screenshot.
Yeah.
You could see the button.
I know.
Push to search along the route.
And
now I get it. Maybe they wanted, you know, maybe there was some, you know, because obviously there were probably hundreds along the way.
Right.
So maybe they were looking for.
Maybe.
But I mean, if you're asking a group with like 3,000 different people in it, you're gonna get like.
I just don't. I'm just
mad answers. And you know what people probably did in their response to her?
Google it.
They Googled it.
Yeah. So anyone that I see on social media that asks a question, I'm immediately Google. You know what I mean? Because Facebook, or you know, whatever.
Yeah.
People aren't going to tell you the right thing.
No, it's crazy.
All right, so 1999. Remember Napster? Dude.
The Napster.
You could get free music?
Dude.
What?
The Napster was fantastic.
I used it for a brief moment.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But after a while it did get shut down.
Oh yeah, it definitely got shut down.
Yeah.
It just switched names to something else. So.
Yeah, they were like, oh, well, you started this free... so now...
No, we're gonna do it.
It evolved to...
Yep.
But
Yeah, there were hundreds of those.
Oh, dude, I just remember the Napster,
Napster, yeah.
Everyone was just like, dude, you can get like free this, and free that, and free this, and then like all the musicians were like, oh, dude, you're stealing our music.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep. And now you pay $9 a month and you can have it all on Spotify.
Yeah. Which I do.
Thanks, Spotify. Me too.
Damn it.
Yep. Perfect. In 1992, the very first light-up shoes hit the shelf.
And you know what? I had those son of a bitches.
Did you?
LA Gears.
That's right. LA Gears, dude.
Yes.
That's right. Hit the shelves in 1992.
Oh, I loved it. It was the greatest.
Yep. I had a pair of light-up shoes when I was a kid as well. They weren't LA Gears. It was later in the 90s. I think they were just Nikes or something.
Yeah, there were so many.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a craze for sure.
Oh my God.
Light-up shoes.
So my grandma would pick me up for my birthday, and she's like, what do you want to get? I could get one gift. So normally I would get, I don't even know, like whatever.
A new Walkman.
Yeah, definitely. And I walked by this store and I seen a flashing light and I was like, oh, dude. I gotta be the cool kid with these. What?
Right.
So yeah, I got them.
And you're still a shoes guy.
Kind of. I've faded away a lot because I just don't care what I wear anymore.
Right. Well, it's because you don't go anywhere because of the stupid fucking pandemic.
This is true. Who am I impressing? Myself in the mirror?
And me.
Hey,
that's it. And we ain't even got shoes on.
I'm like, yo, Ollie, check these shoes out. You're like, yeah, dude.
Yes.
Cool.
You'll probably never have to put them on.
Oh, shit. All right, so you got any more?
Yeah, I got two more quick ones. All right, so 1993. So you were saying your favorite Game Boy game last week on the 80s show, Tetris.
Tetris, I loved it.
So in 1993, a Russian astronaut brought the first Game Boy into space.
Ah.
And he was only allowed to bring one game.
Okay.
And that game of choice?
Tetris.
Yes!
Now, did it work in space?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. He played it on the International Space Station or the Space Shuttle or whatever.
That was...
Whenever he was in, he
that
played
was the greatest
space.
game. Greatest game.
Yep.
Only for the Game Boy.
Yeah, right. Only for the Game Boy.
Only for the Game
Boy. And then finally...
Yes.
The king himself, who you also mentioned last week on the 80s show.
Yeah.
MJ.
Oh, Michael Jordan.
6 NBA championships.
Yes.
In the 90s. The king of the 90s.
So the Bulls practically, in basketball,
yeah,
owned the 90s.
Oh, yeah. Even not in basketball. You couldn't go... Even if you hated the game of basketball, you knew who Michael Jordan was. And how dominant.
The shoes.
And definitely the shoes. So interesting fact about the shoes was, I'm sure you know this because you're a shoe guy, or used to be a shoe guy. You're a retired shoe guy.
I am.
Obviously, Jordan has made billions in his career. Most of it has come through endorsements and, shit with Nike because of his shoes and all that kind of stuff. But interestingly, Jordan originally didn't want to wear Nikes.
Right.
Because he liked wearing Adidas better.
Oh.
Like as a shoe.
Yep.
So after Nike, gave him this just
ridiculous,
unbelievable contract,
he
went to Adidas and was like, look, guys, I like your shoes better.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to match it, but come close to matching this offer.
Yeah.
And I'll tell them to stuff it.
That's it.
And they were like, nah.
Wow.
Obviously, hindsight is 20/20.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because it's not like there was a ton of basketball player shoes.
No, he started making it relevant.
Yeah, for stars to make shoes and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So, can you imagine though, like looking back, like being that guy from Nikes that from Adidas, that made the decision to say no, and be like, do you have any regrets in your life?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he goes...
Yeah, I passed up on Air Jordans.
And then he goes like this. Yeah, I made a second one. Kobe Bryant.
Right.
Kobe Bryant went to Adidas. Same thing.
Right.
I said no. He went to Nike.
And Nike was like, sign on the dotted line, please,
yep.
Mr. Bryant.
And that was it.
Done.
Oh, Adidas. I mean, Adidas is nice, good. They're still relevant, but
yeah,
the Michael Jordan brand
it's
is
unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
It's just so for me, yeah, I used to play basketball, and when I put
Did you used to be taller?
no, I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller if I could, but when I put a pair of Jordans on, I thought I was way better, and I wasn't. But I really thought I was. I was like, oh man, I got these Jordans on. You know, I'm
about to hit it.
Yeah, I could do whatever.
Break.
Yeah. Block.
Right.
Everyone's like, this little dude ain't. Get out of here.
That's all right. I'm tall and suck at basketball, so
right.
At least you got an excuse.
Oh, but yeah, it was tough. But yeah, when I put those Jordans on, I felt like Jordan.
Yep. All right, so we got a few terms from the 90s.
Oh, I love the terms. These are my favorite.
Yep.
Yes.
I used to use
remember that completely.
All that in a bag of chips.
Ooh.
Yep.
We got
Or some bling. Some bling.
Bling with that song. Bling bling. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Dude, and everyone. That's in the dictionary.
Yeah.
Bling.
I know. Or getting jiggy.
Yes. Will Smith.
I could sing that. I could sing that entire song.
Getting jiggy with it. No.
Right now.
Really?
Word for word.
We'll save it
without any music.
We'll save it for another show.
Yeah.
Guilty pleasures.
Oh yeah. I actually know all the words to every song on that entire album.
Really?
Big Willie
Still
style.
to this day?
Yeah.
Well, it looks like we got a concert coming our way. Yes.
I'm calling Will Smith.
I can't
too.
wait for that.
It's gonna be great.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what about bugging out?
Bugging out?
You
Yeah.
bugging out, man?
I don't use that one, but I definitely know
This
that.
one still the bomb.
The bomb.
Well, not the bomb, but
yeah.
that was bomb.
Now it's just bomb.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then the one I use the most, and I hate that I use this, fat. PHAT.
I never used fat.
I, for some reason, use this all the time, and I am so pissed at myself.
You still use it?
No.
Oh, all right. Because I was gonna say I must have missed that one.
Oh my god! I'd be like, that was fat. That was fat. Like how dumb that sounds. Doesn't that sound dumb? I would. Oh my god! And I used it. I overused it.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, so annoying.
I'll tell you one that I love and then one that I hate.
Okay.
Right? So one that I love and I actually still use pretty much every single day.
Yeah.
My bad.
I do use that.
My bad. Yep. Oh shit, my bad.
Yep.
Yep, I use it every day. Now one that I hate, that I've never used, but I hate it because I think it sounds so retarded.
What is it?
Hella.
That's hella good or hella...
Hella anything.
Yeah.
I hate it so damn much. It's probably one of my...
I've never used that.
It's probably one of my most hated phrases, terms, whatever, ever.
Yeah.
Hella. That's just hella fire. What?
Oh, yeah.
Get out of here, man. Shut the fuck up. Nobody says hella. Oh.
So what about booyah?
Oh, snap.
Booyah. Oh, well, yeah. And then let's bounce.
I still use that.
I find myself using it still, too.
I still use that.
And this is 90s, 20,
It's 30 years ago.
A lot of these terms are still relevant now, though.
I use, like...
Even from the 80s, even from the 70s. Crib.
Yeah. I don't
70s, come on.
I don't say crib, but... I used to, though.
I mean...
But let's bounce. I probably use half of these that I have on this list.
Yeah.
Or sup. Sup.
I know.
Sup.
Sometimes I say that and they're like, huh?
Right.
What?
Oh, you remember talk to the hand?
Yeah.
Because the face don't want to hear it.
And I've seen that in use a couple times.
Yep.
And it's just funny, the person getting the hand in the face, they're just like, what the fuck?
What
There's
the
his hands in my face.
fuck?
Yeah. Talk to the hand my ass.
Yep.
So toys in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
We all had them.
Oh, yeah.
So, Beetlejuice.
Yes.
Anything. I had them all. I used to know that movie by heart.
Yep.
That was my favorite movie.
Yep.
Tamagotchi, where you had to keep this egg alive.
Oh, yeah.
So I used to work at a store that sold these, and we couldn't keep these in stock.
I probably had like
No.
a dozen.
Did you?
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
all different kinds.
These things would come in and then leave, and so one broke, and I got it, and I was like, so you have to carry it around and keep it alive.
Yeah.
Right?
Dude, I used to keep them on carabiners. I had like 2 carabiners on a lanyard.
Oh, no.
And I had like all of them.
Really?
Like, yeah.
Just
like
taking care of these?
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa.
Every day.
That's
I'm just, flipping
it's
through.
like taking care of a baby.
I'm just flipping through like this.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. It is not like taking care of a baby.
Well,
because it didn't prepare me at all.
No?
No.
Yeah.
No, hell no.
Well, right.
Because when they break, you just throw it away and go get another one. I can't do that.
Sweet, yeah.
I can't do that.
Now you're like, these damn Tamagotchis.
No, I used to have a ton of them damn things, man. All kinds.
I never had those.
All kinds.
Tickle Me Elmo.
I hate those stupid things.
Yeah. Teletubbies. Them things were huge. Power Rangers, anything?
Yes, 100%. Who was your favorite Power Ranger? What
I
color?
never watched the show.
Are you fucking with me?
Never. I saw one show.
Well, that's our one drink. Kim.
Dude, I saw one show and it was so horrible.
Oh.
It was just these dudes doing cartwheels everywhere, and I was like, what the hell is this?
Well, you were a little older in the 90s, though, so...
True. It didn't attract me at all.
Yeah. Oh, man,
and the act, I mean... But you know a fact? The Blue Power Ranger, he still goes to comic shows,
mm-hmm.
and he makes $10,000 a show.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Who's the Blue Power Ranger?
Billy.
It could be me.
It's Billy. It's not you.
It is Billy?
Billy's also black. So it's definitely not you.
It is not me.
No.
Nintendo 64?
Yeah,
I had that.
Bro, I still have my Nintendo 64.
Do you?
Hooked up to my 75-inch TV.
Come on.
Basement. I swear to God, I will take a picture of it the second I get home. I also have 2 controllers and like 15 games if you ever want to come play.
Of course.
Done.
PlayStation came out.
Yep.
Super Nintendo. Sega Genesis. All in the same decade. These goddamn Beanie Babies. These came out, and they're worth so much money. Do you know that?
Stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid
So the store I used
money.
to work at had these also.
Yep.
We would get shipments like millions of these things.
Mm-hmm.
A day.
Yep.
Drop it. There's a line out the door for these Beanie Babies, and I'm like, what is it with these Beanie Babies?
Yep.
And how did they get so valuable?
See, I played with all this stuff. For me, in the 90s, it was yo-yos.
Oh. Yo-yos.
And hacky sacks.
Hacky sacks, dude, is the best.
Hacky sack is a multi-generational thing.
Oh, yeah.
Though, but...
It caught on.
In the 80s and the 90s.
Now, it's fun to play. You play it?
Not since 1999.
Right. But if we got a hacky sack now.
If you had a hacky sack right now,
right.
I would play.
Yeah. So
right now.
If you had 3 other people.
Yep.
And you played, there's so many different games though.
Yeah.
Oh.
If you I promise you,
that's the best.
We were at a party with people that were our same age, that grew up in the same decades, and I busted a hacky sack out of my pocket. I promise you 75% of the room would go outside and get in a circle.
All in.
All in. And there'd be that one asshole that was really, really good and could just keep it going.
And he could stall it on his foot.
Yeah, fuckers.
And then flip it up
on his neck.
Yeah.
I hated that.
There was a lot of those.
I had those guys, man. In middle school, a couple guys on the soccer team that were really, really good.
I used to be able to kind of stall it on my foot.
I think my record for keeping it going without dropping it was like 9 or 12.
And mine's close there.
Yeah.
It's
I was
tough.
terrible. I was terrible, but I loved playing it.
Yes.
I loved
Hacky sack is the best.
Yep.
Damn. So yeah. I don't know.
That's it for me for the 90s. I could keep going for days and days and days, but gotta keep it where it's at.
That is it for the 90s. That is our one drink.
And that is our one drink for the 90s.
Show.
Yeah. But anyways, guys, we appreciate you joining us once again.
Yes.
As we stroll down memory lane.
I'm sure you guys had flashbacks.
Yep. Yeah. If there was any favorite part of the decade that you most remember or have the most memories of growing up, whether it was the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s.
Right.
If it was the 2010s, don't text us.
Yeah, no.
Please. Because you probably shouldn't have a phone anyways.
Comment
guys,
below.
definitely comment down below and let us know what your favorite thing from the decade you grew up in was.
I know.
Yeah, and you can just remember, guys, you can catch our full-length show every Wednesday on YouTube, our history shows every Monday, and our live shows every other Saturday on Facebook, both at One Drink Podcast.
Yep.
As always, guys, thanks for the love. We'll catch you on the next one.
See ya.
Cheers.
Greetings, Gladiators. This is Alex. I just wanted to say thank you for supporting One Drink Podcast. They are a couple of friends of mine that are supporting me, and they help me sell my monoprints. These are my monoprints. I make all these to be unique. They are all one of one, so when I print them, I make sure my graphics are laid down in different spots every time. And these thick hoodies all get the headpiece, so that's pretty cool, I think. Cheers to that. Also, I just wanted to let you know there is a discount code for you guys, One Drink. If you punch that in as you're checking out, you get 15% off. So I will see you soon, and thanks again for the love. Peace.